Tonight on Southwest Local News. A grass fire sparked in Karamat with 9 crews attending. Western Victorian MP Bev MacArthur berates the state government for a lack of support for the CFA. The Koroit Field Day upcoming with trade stalls and demonstrations. And in sport, Scott Kelly well underway for his first pre-season for Maryvale Tigers.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. Fire crews were called to a fire in Dennington just after noon today. The fire was off Karamat Road behind the former sale yard site. A grass fire broke out in a paddock with crews able to stop any damage to property. In all, 9 crews attended with the fire deemed under control around 2:30 p.m. Western Victorian MP Bev MacArthur continues to berate the state government for what she sees as a lack of support for the CFA. In her latest address in Parliament, Ms MacArthur said the community deserved transparency and had enough spin. She demanded the government release every draft, email minute and briefing relating to the Country Fire Authority's 2024-2025 annual report. She said the release of these documents would be the only way the government could prove it was not hiding anything.
This is a contempt of Parliament. It is contemptuous of accountability and it cannot continue. We will not allow it to continue. We owe that transparency to every CFA volunteer who turns out in an ageing tanker.
Last week in Parliament, I put up a motion demanding the government give Victorians and CFA volunteers the answers they deserve. The government has 3 weeks to come clean and tell Victorians and volunteers the answers they deserve about why they're not funding the service. Here's what I had to say. The fact is, this government has forfeited the right to be trusted on CFA funding as on so many other issues. The Premier has had the nerve to claim and then repeat that CFA funding has increased year on year. We know, by any reasonable use of language, that this is simply not true.
The CFA responded to reports of a grass and scrub fire at around 12:52 p.m. yesterday. The fire was on the Timboon Peterborough Road in Peterborough. 2 CFA units from Peterborough and Lower Hastbury brigades responded to the scene. The incident was deemed under control at 1:05 p.m. The Southwest farming community will be heading to Koroit for the 2 days of entertain and potential business. The Koroit Field Days will be held at Victoria Park on Friday and Saturday. The event will include over 80 agricultural trade stalls, as well as workshops and demonstrations. The event will also include the Koroit Agricultural Show with show bags and sideshow alley. This will be the second time the Koroit Field Day has been held, growing from 1 day last year to 2 in 2026. After a successful debut last year, Harfest is back for 2026. The event will be held at the Warrnambool Community Garden on Saturday, March the 14th. The day's activities will take place in the Quarry Amphitheatre. Live music performers will include Jacob Patton Lee, the Hootie Tooties, all-women punk pop outfit Listomania, and DJs The Cheese Brothers featuring Gus Franklin and Jordan Lockett. Visitors are encouraged to bring or build their own scarecrow creation on the day.
Harvest Festival is on the 14th of next month and yeah, we're really excited about it. Last year was an amazing day and we expect that this year will top that. So yeah, it's a great event for the garden and for our broader Warrnambool community. The amphitheatre's proved to be what it was designed to be, and that's a great space for community events. And yeah, down out of Warrnambool's wind, it works really well, and the facilities down there in terms of power and whatnot make it a really nice space for some music.
Moyne Shire Council has released a statement as the latest chapter in the story of the Belfast Aquatics in Port Fairy. This comes in response to a high level of public feedback about the pool in community engagement sessions on the Moyne Aquatic Facility strategy. Moyne stated the planned technical investigation into the facility would be in-depth. It would include assessing structural integrity, the pool shell, plant equipment safety and the cost of capital renewal. Under the Public Health and Wellbeing Act, the whole facility has to be closed, not just the pool, while mould and algae issues remain. In the statement, Council also reminded members of the public to be respectful and civil when dealing with councillors and council staff. Aurora Surf will host a screening of As Worlds Divide on Friday the 20th of February at the Mozart Hall as part of its Saltwater Stories and Film project. The documentary follows beach forest man Rob during his 7-year stay in the Mentawai Islands. The event will support the Indigenous Education Foundation, established to assist Indigenous communities in maintaining connections to culture. Rob is expected to attend the screening for a Q&A session following the film.
Very much intrigued to hear from an audience after watching it, however many years on, 10 years on or so, to see if the questions are very similar to how they were when we first released it. Because there were certainly, at that time when we were releasing, we were screening up and down the coast, and there were so many of the same questions would be asked at each screening, which, just represented the thoughts and the way that people of that particular time were seeing the film and what it was inspiring, or what thoughts it was provoking, and that may be very different now.
An idea to highlight the work of talented local writers has been rewarded by the Warrnambool City Council. A literary scavenger hunt has won the council's latest round of Cheers to Ideas. The idea is to spread 100 vials with 100 unique pieces of prose throughout Warrnambool. The first batch of vials will be hidden on May the 1st, with further drops to occur throughout the month. The contributors will be predominantly published writers, either from the Warrnambool area or connected to Warrnambool. In lieu of payment to writers, a $10 donation will be made to the Indigenous Literacy Foundation for each contribution. Corangamite Mayor Kate Makin has gone to the top to express the concerns of her ratepayers around wind farms. Councillor Makin travelled to Melbourne to meet with Minister for Planning Sonia Kilkenny. The pair discussed the wind farms in Corangamite Shire, which have applications open at the moment. Councillor Makin said it was important for the Minister to hear the local concerns around the wind farms, particularly those outside the renewable zones areas. The Mayor also questioned the lack of community consultation on the issue. Hamilton will host the 2026 Victorian Women on Farms Gathering. The gathering will be held in the city from March the 20th to the 22nd. Guest speakers will include local author, photographer and farmer Tracy Kruger. Activities will include an informal opening night event and a formal dinner on Saturday night. Yoga, an art gallery tour, cake decorating and social media information sessions will be on the agenda. It is more than 2 decades since the gathering has been held in Hamilton. Residents in Corangamite Shire have the opportunity to get to know those in their community and their surrounds. Corangamite Shire Council has launched its Explore and Talk program, which includes a series of tours around local landmarks. A monthly outing beginning in Skipton in March. Other towns will include Cobden in April, Timboon in May and Noorat in June. 2 council staff members will be part of each group walk, with the outings to be user-friendly for all abilities. Bookings can be made by contacting the Corangamite Shire Positive Ageing and Access and Inclusion team. That's all in general news, and after the break we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, caring for Warrnambool's pets in our state-of-the-art family-run facility. This December, get 20% off all cat desexing and finish the year with healthy, happy pets. Visit 1051 Raglan Parade.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport. A favourite son is enjoying his chance to lead his home club at senior level. Scott Kelly is well into his first pre-season as coach of Warrnambool and District League club Merivale. Kelly has a long history with the Tigers, a story that includes being a member of the club's senior football premiership team in 2014. Kelly has taken over from Josh Sobey as senior coach for 2026 and is enjoying his time in the top job.
So how's it look at pre-season, Scotty? Going along well?
Yeah, it's going well, mate, as they all are. They're always too long, but you know, we can see a bit of light in the tunnel here now. We're sort of 6-7 weeks away from our practice match now, and then season into it.
Expectations this year, mate?
Yeah, they'll be high again. You know, we've obviously had a few changes over the summer with a few things, and we felt we needed that to freshen up. And we'll attack it and be hopefully there at the end.
And player retention seems pretty good, mate.
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, there's always moving every year. You always, you know, you're picking a few up, you're losing a few on the way, and that's the way it works with all clubs. So we're happy where it sits. We've got no excuses not to be sort of giving it a shake, I think.
And you yourself, first time senior coaching, how's that going along?
Yeah, it's been great though. I mean, I've been down there forever. It hasn't been a transition I've had to sort of learn too many new faces or anything like that. It's all pretty familiar to me. So something I wanted to do, and I've got the opportunity now. So yeah, looking forward to it.
And you guys, it's probably last 3 or 4 years, you know, you've been stiff probably to run into Naranda, and last year Allen's for a good side. I suppose you've been thereabouts, and it's just sort of finishing the job, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right. It's done a lot right. You know, I think it's important to sort of remember that, and just got to get some luck at the right time, and a few changes we'll make. Hopefully, will set us up for a bit of a chance at it.
City Memorial Diamonds are through to the Western Area Midweek Division 1 Pennant Grand Final. In an epic preliminary final clash against City Memorial Sapphires, Diamonds won 53-51. Diamonds finished on the top of the ladder at the end of the home and away season. They will now play Warrnambool Gold in the grand final on Tuesday. The preliminary final was held today, with play abandoned yesterday because of a total fire ban day. Premier Speedway has appointed current club president Ricky Stewart as its new general manager. Mr. Stewart's appointment was endorsed by the club's board of management at a meeting last week. 6 months as interim general manager has given the club enough confidence to appoint him to the role full-time. He's also track curator. Mr. Stewart will commence the role full-time on April the 20th. South Warrnambool expat Hugh McCluggage, who has been named captain of AFL club the Brisbane Lions. Mr. McCluggage will share skipper duties with Harris Andrews and Josh Dunkley. Mr. McCluggage has been vice-captain in the Lions' back-to-back premiership season of 2024-2025. His standing in the game continues to grow, with representing Victoria against Western Australia in State of Origin on Saturday, another string to his bow. Former South Warrnambool star Will White has received a lifeline for his AFL career. White was last week cut from the Carlton senior list after a successful 2025 debut season. White played 14 games and kicked 10 goals for the Blues and impressed many with his enthusiasm and energy in a Carlton team that was struggling. The Western Bulldogs may be his next home, offering the small forward the chance to train with the club. The Bulldogs have a spot left on their list through the pre-season supplementary section, which will be filled on March the 2nd. He'll be up against Footscray VFL player Will Lewis for the spot. That's all in sport. Today in Warrnambool, a partly cloudy day with a top of 21 degrees and 35-kilometre winds through until the evening. After the break, we'll go through the rest of the forecast. Back soon.
I specialise in finding you either your first home, your next home, or your next investment property. All I've ever wanted to do was help people to be able to help them achieve their goals. I'm Teresa and I'm from Warrnambool Finance Co.
Hi, it's Libby from the Vet Group. We are offering discounted standard desexing for dogs and cats for a limited time. Your pet will receive the Vet Group's gold standard level of care at a reduced cost. Terms and conditions apply. Contact the Vet Group, Wollaston, Timboon or Portland clinics and book in your furry friend today. Remember, two's a company but a litter is a crowd. The Vet Group, making pet care easy.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
The Tyab Air Show is back March 1st, 2026. Watch Spitfires, Mustangs and incredible aerobatics take to the skies in an action-packed day for the whole family. Warbirds, classics and non-stop excitement. Don't miss it. Grab your tickets now at tyabairshow.com.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Around the coast tomorrow, a slight chance of a shower in the southeast in the morning. Friday, expecting a chance of fog in the morning, and Saturday, partly cloudy. Now to the forecast. Tomorrow in Port Fairy, a partly cloudy day with a top of 22 degrees, 26 and sunny on Saturday, and for Sunday, a top of 28 and 15 millimetres. Mortlake tomorrow, a top of 25 with a partly cloudy day and light winds. Friday, 34 degrees with a sunny day and overnight temperatures falling to around 11. Saturday, there is some cloud clearing with a top of 32 and a chance of thunderstorms in the evening. In the Colac and Camperdown region, a cloudy day tomorrow with a top of 25 degrees, partly cloudy and 33 with northwesterly winds. Saturday, cloud is due to clear with a top of 31 degrees. Sunday, as much as 20 millimetres due to fall. Over along the Great Ocean Road tomorrow, a top of 22 with 1 millimetre and a partly cloudy day. Friday, a mostly sunny day with a top of 29 and a chance of fog. Saturday, mostly sunny with a top of 26 and no rain. Home to Warrnambool tomorrow, a top of 22 with a slight chance of a shower in the morning. 29 on Friday with a sunny day and light winds for most of the day. Saturday, cloud clearing and a top of 27. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether that be online, on podcast or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedia's Facebook page. Until Friday, with peace, good night.